Now, everyone can get up close and personal with the pyramid in Delta Force.
Getting the opportunity to build content around this really fires us up.
We also wanted the music and sound design to give operators a deeper sense of immersion and intensity.
Hello everyone! We're thrilled to introduce Monument, the new warfare map in Delta Force. Our choice to base the new map's design on pyramids was primarily a tribute to Operation Monument, the first mission from Delta Force Land Warrior. When we were discussing what map to create next, there were actually quite a few directions we could have gone. Someone tossed out, "Why don't we do Pyramid?" And instantly everyone just knew. That's it.
The original Delta Force had so many excellent designs. Now, with more mature engines and production capabilities at our disposal, we can fully realize the desert atmosphere and pyramid elements. This is very much a continuation of that classic experience.
The pyramid, which inspired Monument, is inherently captivating. When we were kids, we all devoured those books about the world's greatest mysteries, and pyramids were always front and center. As one of the ancient wonders of the world, they're steeped in mystery and intrigue. Getting the opportunity to build content around this really fires us up.
We want this map to let players truly immerse themselves in the unique atmosphere of the local culture. So our team actually made the trip out there for hands-on research, to experience the real sand dune terrain and pyramid architecture for ourselves. On top of that, we also used cutting-edge photogrammetry technology to scan and recreate iconic objects back in the studio, all to deliver a more immersive experience for players.
Honestly, picturing something in your head and seeing it with your own eyes are two completely different things. We'd already finished the Monument map's gray box before the research trip, still following the trench lines approach at that point, hand designing terrain based on gameplay needs, then having the environment team polish it up afterward. Internal testing showed promising results, but when we actually stood among the pyramid complex, we realized the real terrain's elevation changes and sheer scale far exceeded anything we'd imagined. The desert environment really amplifies the grandeur and mystery of the pyramids. It's way more atmospheric than our initial handcrafted version. After we got back, we redesigned the map, drawing inspiration from the actual terrain, adding more depth to the landscape while keeping the gameplay experience balanced. This adjustment not only made everything feel more immersive, but also opened up completely new possibilities in our design approach.
Having been there in person, you can really feel the weight of history and the artistry of nature. It's like every grain of sand, every brick carries a story. So we really wanted players to experience that exotic atmosphere in the game. After returning to the studio, we conducted extensive research on the local ecology, environment, and material textures, using drones, panoramic cameras, laser scanners, and other measurement technology. For example, for the local-style stonework, we used panoramic cameras to capture 360-degree images, generating 3D models and textures that closely match their real-world counterparts, then refine them and place them throughout the map. We hope operators can really feel that sense of cultural and historical richness while playing.
Beyond the visuals, we also wanted the music and sound design to give operators a deeper sense of immersion and intensity. We brought in acclaimed composer Wilbert Rodgett, who worked on multiple major game titles to co-create the theme music for this map. We incorporated traditional local woodwind instruments into the composition to match the texture of the desert and sandstorms. For example, the ney, a vertical flute with 5,000 years of history, adds layers of historical richness to the music. As well as the koala, with its haunting, desolate tone that perfectly captures the sense of mystery surrounding the pyramids. For the melodies themselves, we steered clear of common Western scales and adopted traditional local musical modes instead. In the sound design details, when operators hear wind whipping through the desert, there'll be the subtle sound of sand particles pelting against cover. When operators step inside the pyramid, they'll hear the constant trickle of sand falling from various crevices, really helping to sell that immersive atmosphere.
Of course, as a warfare map, Monument's design is tightly integrated with gameplay. We divided the entire battlefield into 4 sectors, Sector A through D, each with its own unique pacing and feel. Sector A is an abandoned town, heavily ravaged by desertification. You can imagine the intense urban firefights that will break out here. While the pyramid looming in the distance gives the combat a distinctly exotic flavor. Sector B's centerpiece is a statue, surrounded by rolling sand dunes and reverse slopes. Operators will need to use the terrain strategically to gain the upper hand. Sector C is split into 2 smaller objectives. One is a temple ruin where operators will fight while weaving between ancient columns. The other takes us to the pyramid's exterior, where defenders will hold the elevated platforms partway up the structure. This is a framework built by Havoc under the guise of historical site preservation, while attackers must assault from the base. Sector D brings us inside the pyramid itself, with a maze of passages. Besides the orderly corridors built by craftsmen during the original construction, there are also secret passages carved out by tomb raiders over the centuries. So, if a frontal assault gets too tough, try switching things up and taking a different route. You might stumble onto something unexpected. Overall, Monument is a map that combines the diverse combat experiences from Delta Force's Warfare mode, while showcasing distinctive regional culture and a completely fresh audiovisual experience. As the battle progresses, we gradually move from the distant town closer to the pyramid and finally step inside, with each stage offering a totally different feel.
Players may have already seen pyramids in movies or history books and felt some curiosity or fascination. Now, everyone can get up close and personal with the pyramid in Delta Force, running freely, driving at full speed, and fighting in its shadow, even piloting aircraft on patrol overhead. We hope everyone has a blast playing it.
We've previously released various map types, including valleys, islands, and urban areas. This time, the massive sand dune terrain will definitely give operators something completely new. We hope you'll love this map, and we hope you'll share your feedback and suggestions with us after playing, so we can work together to make Delta Force even better. Thank you.